Hey friends, it is Jenna, what is up, and welcome back to the Board Game Garden. Today I wanted to film a few videos before Francis and I left for Mexico, and I felt like this would be the perfect video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys all of the games that I've decided to bring to Mexico, and as a crazy board game gal, I have decided to bring probably too many, and we probably won't play all of these, but hey. I just wanted to bring a lot of games. This is going to be the one thing that I want to do a lot of in Mexico is just chill, relax, play some fun board games. I brought some solo ones. I brought some ones that we can play up to 4 players. And then I brought a few that we can play up to 6 players because that is the number of people that are going to Mexico, which if you do not know, I'm going to Mexico for like a Christmas vacation with Francis's family. So Francis and I, his parents, as well as his sister and her husband, Joel. So yes, without further ado, if you guys want to see all of the games that I am bringing to Mexico, as well as how I packaged them all together, just keep on watching and let's get into today's video, shall we? Before we get into the games, I do quickly want to mention that Tim Chuan's video, as well as Sam from Lord of the Board, they kind of came together and made a Fire and Ice Awards ceremony video. It is absolutely fantastic. If you guys have not gone and seen that, that is the reason why Francis and I were in LA in November, so definitely go check it out. I will have the link to that video down below, as well as possibly here. I don't know if I can put other people's videos here, but Penny's real pumped about it, apparently. So I checked to see what Penny was barking at. There was literally nobody anywhere, so I don't know what she was barking at, but anyways, let's get into all of the games that we are bringing, which, like I mentioned, we are going there for like a Christmas vacation. So I figured these 2 games would be great to bring. I actually received both of these from 25th Century Games, so a huge shout out to them. Thank you so much. But the 2 games that I am bringing that are Christmas related is this one right here. This is Christmas Lights, a card game. And the nice thing about this one is that it does play 2 to 6 players. And there are it says includes 12 bonus games. I don't know how these games play, but I'm very, very excited to play both of these. This one, like I said, plays up to 6 players. And we also have Holly Jolly, which again is from 25th Century Games. And this one plays 2 to 4, but I'm assuming throughout the trip, there's gonna be some people that don't wanna play, some that do. So like I said, I brought some solo games, some up to 4 players, some to 6 players. So this is a 4-player one. And again, I don't really know how it plays, but it is designed by Ben Pinchback and Matt Riddle, which I believe those are the 2 designers that designed Three Sisters and Fleet the Dice games. So very excited to see what this game brings. So those are the 2 just Christmas ones that I thought would be fun to bring. But then, because we are going to Mexico, I figured this one would be a great one to bring as well. Again, this was sent to me by 25th Century Games. They're just hooking us up with games to bring to Mexico, so huge thank you to them. But there is another game in here, which I think holding it like this might be mixing everything up. But this is Longboard. This is designed by Reiner Knizia, which I do love his designs. And then on top of Longboard in here, I am bringing one of our favorite little card games, which is Ohanami. And I don't have the box for it, but these are the cards here. If you guys have never heard of Ohanami, it is published by Pandasaurus Games. And basically you are creating a Zen garden and you are trying to make 3 lines of cards. And these are your gardens, I believe. And you are drafting cards. So you have a hand of cards. You're drafting 2 of those cards, which I think are numbered 1 to 120, I believe. But you're taking 2 of those cards and then you're adding them into one of your gardens. But the thing is that you can only add to the top or the bottom of your garden. So if you put a 68 and an 82 right beside each other, if you get any numbers in between those 2 numbers, you can't slide them in. You either have to go from the bottom or the top. So it's this just strategic decision making of do I risk taking these ones? Because additionally from that, there are, I think, 4 different colors, and each color scores you a different amount of points each round. For example, the blue cards actually score you 3 points every single round. So if you're able to get a lot of the blue cards earlier on in the game, they're going to score you more and more each round. So yeah, you're trying to decide like, do I want to risk putting this number beside this number in order to get certain colors and stuff like that. So we really, really enjoy Ohanami. It's just a really chill game about building Zen gardens, and we absolutely love it. There's the score pad here if you guys want to check that out. That's basically how it scores. Each round, there's 3 rounds. So first round you score for blue, second round you score for blue and green, and then third round you score for blue, green, gray, and pink, which pink is kind of like a escalation. The more pink cards you have, the more points you get. So yes, those are the next 2 games that we are bringing. I'm very excited. Again, longboard, I don't know how it plays, but I'm going to learn all of these hopefully on the plane. I'm also filming a few videos today that I am hoping to also film on the plane, so I don't have to do too much work in Mexico. But next up, I'm actually doing pretty well. Usually I have to make a lot of like edits and cuts, so hopefully this video I'll be like Alex from Board Game Co. and just do the entire video without having to make any edits. But I don't think that's gonna happen. So anyways, next up is Arboretum. This is a game that Francis and I have only played once, but I really, really enjoyed it. So I'm hoping that he will play it again with me and we can get maybe Josie and Joel, Francis' sister and husband, to play it with us, or his parents. It is just an absolutely gorgeous game, but there's a little bit of like take that to it, which I'm okay with in this game. Basically, you are placing trees down in front of you. There are a bunch of different, I think technically they're like suits of trees. I think there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 10 different types of trees, and I think they're numbered 1 to 9 or 1 to 8. Here are some cards here that you guys can see. But you're basically putting them in front of you in a tableau, and you're trying to do it in ascending order anywhere. And I kind of forget exactly how it like scores and stuff and how you place the cards. But I'm pretty sure I remember that any cards or suits of trees that you have left in your hand, if you have the most number of those or the most value of those, you get to score those trees and no one else does. So it's this fun decision making of trying to hold some cards in your hand for the end of the game to make sure you score those trees, but then still having a bunch down below in order to score for those as well. And then also in this box, I did manage to fit a game called Push. This is the little rule book here, but it is a really simple push your luck card game where you have a bunch of different colored and numbered cards. I believe there are 5 different colors or 6 different colors: red, yellow, green, blue, and purple. So 5 different colored cards. On your turn, you are flipping cards and making 3 different piles, or you can make up to 3 different piles, but basically every card that you flip, you're going to be putting into a pile, and those piles cannot have any of the same colors or any of the same numbers. So you're flipping over them and kind of pushing your luck in order to get the best pile for you. So then you take a pile, and then the other 2 piles will go to the next 2 players. There actually is a card that allows it to go the other way, but usually it's clockwise unless you get that specific card. And it is very, very fun. If you ever bust, you have to roll this die, and then the die will tell you what color you have to trash all of those colored cards from like your tableau in front of you. So then you count up all the cards that you have in front of you and all the cards that you have saved, and then whoever has the most is the winner. So that is Arboretum and Push. And then this one here, I did manage to fit a lot of games into this box, but this is Green Team Wins. We are bringing Green Team Wins. This is a great one for bigger groups. Like I said, we're gonna have 6 people, so I really wanted to bring a fun party game that we can all play together. So I did end up bringing Green Team Wins, and then I think I managed to fit 3 other games in here. That's pretty wild, but I did only bring 6 of the dry erase boards because it's only going to be the 6 of us, and then also 6 dry erase markers. And then we also have 3 other games in here. One being Love Letter, which we have not played Love Letter in a very long time, and we just recently played it with Francis's family, or his parents actually. And it is just a fun game where you have some cards that have different abilities, and you, on your turn, are picking up 1 card, so you have 2 in your hand, and then you're picking 1 to play. and all of the different cards have values from 1 to 8, and you are trying to have the highest valued card at the end of the game. So you're hoping to get the princess because the princess is the highest valued card, and it is just a very, very fun, quick game that we really enjoy playing. Unfortunately, we only have the base one that I think only plays up to 4 players, but I think there's like a deluxe version where you can play up to 6, which we wanted to get, but we didn't get in time for Mexico. But next up, we are bringing just a huge stack of cards from the game Time's Up. I love this game so much, and I'm so excited to play this in Mexico. Time's Up is very similar to like a Monikers, if you've ever heard of that before. But basically, everyone is going to be on 2 teams. And then on a team's turn, they are picking one of their members to take the pile of cards. There's going to be, I believe, 40 cards or 20. I think there's 40 cards. And you're going to be flipping one up and then trying to get your team to guess what is on the card. And the first round, you can only say things. So you're just going to be explaining what's on the card without saying what's on the card, and if your team guesses it, you guys get that card, and you do that for the first round until all of the cards are gone, and you count up your scores, and then you move on to the second round, which you're staying with the same stack of cards, so you kind of have that recollection of what was said in the past round. But in this round, everybody can only say one word, so you're kind of trying to think back to the first round and think what was guessed and like different things that happened and how people tried to explain that specific thing to their team. You do that throughout the whole second round, and then you move into the third round where you can only act things out. So it's just so much fun, and there's a lot of like funny things that happen and great like inside jokes that happen. It is just such a fun game. So brought a big stack for Time's Up. And then lastly, I brought Cultist Chaos, which I just recently did a how to play of this video, or not of this video, a how to play of this game. And it is a very fun, just basic oh my god. I don't think I'm going to be able to have this video be like a one take. Board Game Co., Alex, how do you do it? But anyways, it is a card drafting game where you are trying to have the best cult, which is the funniest thing. It plays up to 6 players, which is the main reason I'm bringing it. And it's just a fun card drafting game, which I love. So those are all of the games that I managed to fit into the Green Team Wins box. I'm going to try to get everything back in here, and then we can move on to the last few games. All right, so moving into a few solo games that I'm playing. I'm assuming I'm going to be wanting to play more board games than everyone else is wanting to, so I do want to bring some solo games that I can play. So of course, I'm bringing all 5 of my Button Shy games. I do want to get more of these, but I also need to play all these before I do that. They are just so addicting, and I just like keep on seeing people, both Second Star to the Left, Michelle, and Jamie from Foster the Meeple. They both had like the best Button Shy hauls from PAX Unplugged, and I'm so freaking jealous. I want all of them. But yes, I'm gonna bring all 5 of these, and hopefully I can play all 5 of them throughout the week. But I've already played Sprawlopolis. This one can be played up to 4 players, so we can play that one with more people, but then the rest of them are solo only. So we have Unsurmountable. Like I said, I haven't played any of these ones yet, so I can't really explain how they play. We also have Rove. We have Food Chain Island, which I'm very excited to play that one, as well as Ugly Griffin Inn. So those are all of the Button Shy games that I am bringing, and I'm very excited to get those to the table in Mexico. And then lastly, I did want to bring a roll and write, and I wanted to bring one that I could play solo as well as with multiple people. Yes, that's a word. So I ended up actually laminating some of the sheets from Dungeons, Dice, and Danger, which you guys haven't heard of this one. It is just basically a dungeon crawler in a roll and write, and you are rolling dice, which I'm going to be bringing as well, and whatever die are rolled, you are adding up 2 and 2, so there are 4 white die and 1 black die. Only on your turn you can use the black die, or you can spend an action to use it on another player's turn. You're making 2 different numbers by adding up 2 die together, or 4 die, 2 and 2. You guys know what I'm saying. But you're making 2 numbers and then filling those in the dungeon in order to find your way through the dungeon and battle some of the monsters and kill off the monsters and find gems and gold and all those fun things. So I did do 4 of the basic. There are 4 different maps in the game, so oh my goodness, the lighting. I did 4 of the basics, so we have this side as well as this side, so we can play a 4-player game of that. And then I also did just 1 of the more difficult ones, I guess, but I might just play those ones by myself. But yes, that is everything for the games that we are bringing to Mexico. I am very, very excited to play all these games. There's a lot of them that I haven't played yet, which I think that's what I'm most excited about. And since we're just going there to relax, I'll have all the time to just like read the instructions and play them, and I'm just so excited. And then we also have a bunch of like fun party ones for us to all play together, you know, after dinner or in the evening. So yes. Anyways, thank you guys so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed, give this video a big thumbs up. Comment down below what your favorite travel game is. I would love to know. I'm hoping to do some more traveling next year, so I would love to know other ones for us to pick up and try. But yeah, I love you guys so much. Oh, also, hit that subscribe button down there if you are not subscribed already. We are so close to 10,000 subscribers, and it would just make me very happy if we hit that before the end of 2022. If not, totally fine, but if you're not subscribed already and you enjoy the content, please consider subscribing. And yeah, I love you guys so much. Remember, you are somebody's reason to smile, and I will see you in the next board game video. Bye, friends.